Hi, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi, today we are going to solve a problem of finding the duplicates or finding the word frequency in a given file. It's not just duplicate, how many times a word occurs in a file. For example, we have this file, it's a huge file, you can see. So we want to find actually how many times a given word is there in this file. That's the word frequency. Let's design the problem as follows. Like you have construct some data structure that will be able to calculate the word frequency. How do we do that? Maybe we can start with a map interface. Map, not just the interface. In C++, map is a key value pair, right? You have, and we have a corresponding value. So we have a list of words, right? In a file, we can go over the words, and then for each word we can see word is present. If the word is present in the map, then add it. Like you have a map of the word, key is the word, and value is the frequency. So you have to add, you have to increment this frequency, you have to increment the value by 1. If it is not there, else you add a new element to the map where your key will be the word and the value will be by default 1. So at the end of the day, we can iterate over all the words, all the elements of the map, and we can find out the values for each key. So then each word will have this much frequency. So at the end, we have to run an iteration, let's say a for loop over the map where we can determine what are the values corresponding to each of the keys. So that way we will find the frequency for each of the word. So in C++, the way we can implement it as follows. You start with including the basic infrastructure like input, output stream, if stream because you were reading from a file, string, and the map. This is an STL standard template library map function. Then in your main program, you have two variables, a file name and also the input. Input is to hold the item read from the file. Let's open the file, ifstream file. Then we can define the map to hold the words and their frequencies as I explained. So map of string and integer. So string is the key, integer is the value, words. Now let's get the name of the file as an user input. We read the first line of the file, then we open the file. So now we can go over the list of the elements in the file. So while there is an element, so input is each word. So while we have some input, so we are reading the file line by line. So while we have an input, then we do words dot count. So map has an interface called count. It says it's 0 or 1 if it is there. So you can see that by highlighting this count, it returns you 0 or 1. 0 means not present, 1 means present. So if it is not present, if it is present, if it is 1, it's kind of Boolean function. If it is present, then you just add your input to it. I mean, add your frequency for that particular key. Key is the input, and so you add the frequency. So you are doing word index input plus plus. Now, if it is 0, that means the word is not present in the map. Then you use the mplace function, which is a function that will place a an element at the at certain position of the data structure. So you you write mplace and then you do a make pair. Make pair will actually create a create a pair object, which is a key and value pair, and you will place at the end of the map. So that way this logic will run, and at the end of the day you should complete constructing this map. Now you can iterate over the map. We can use the auto element and then colon words. So this is the way we can iterate over this map. Now element first is the key, second is the value. That means first is the word and second is the frequency. So that way we can display all the words and their corresponding frequencies. Now if we run the program, let's do the following. Let's create a terminal and then we can compile the code. So frequency.exe, and our program is this name.cpp. We compile the code and then we run this code. We get the file name. I mean, we can load the file. Let's say book.txt, that is our file. Now you can see a list of word and their corresponding frequency here. So that's the demo, quick demo of this program, and that's how it works. So this is the way we can determine the frequency of a word, of different words within the file. It's a very compact code, but it does the work correctly. Thank you for listening.